My reaction? Oh, yeah, my reaction, right? Yeah. Now we get my reaction, right? That's good. That's good. That's good. You guys are going to feel my reaction, trust me. That's good. That's good. Look at them using shorts to do some stuff with this, too. Shorts is good. See, they're kind of, that's why I was talking about the pause, okay? That's why I was talking about that glitch pause in Xenoblade 3. The glitch pause, okay? That's why I was talking about it. Yeah, Xenoblade 3 is Xenoblade 3. You know what I'm saying? It's Xenoblade 3. It is Xenoblade 3. This one right here, okay, so we're using a lot of creepy stuff, of course. Xenoblade X, Xenoblade X, you fight the little cute creatures, and when they die, they said. So you remember that part of Xenoblade X? That's a typical creepy part of Xenoblade X, and of course, there's a CERN. This is a form of like a CERN opening hole, riptide hole in Xenoblade X. That's all in Xenoblade X, but those are like common things you can see in Xenoblade X, right? Hold on, people. Be patient. I'm getting to it, okay? Be patient. The Stub is... We're always going to be talking about Stub, okay? The walking animation behind them. See the little walking animation that they have behind them? When I was doing this... When I was doing that stuff, when I was actually doing that, I was, because I did it, I did that whole video. The reason I did that for you guys is there was a chance I might forget the pattern, right? So if I were to forget the pattern, okay, then we just wouldn't have like a hearing of that pattern. You have to go back to that video, though. You have to go back to that video and see that pattern, okay? Now, the cloud sky, this is where they are smart, dude. They are smart. They're all kings. Fumito, Miyamoto, every of these game developers, they're kings, dude. They're kings. There's even a game developer that we probably don't even know about. See what I'm saying? There's a game developer we don't know about, and they are very good. You know what? They are showing you that duality is a dynasty, and it really is. Duality is a dynasty because because the dynasty is up here. Up here, there's a form of dynasty in a different way. Let's take 2 video games, right? Let's take 2 video games. Let's not take 1 video game, right? Let's take 2 video games. And then let's show you who we are, right? Let's show you who we are. Did you think of like, oh yeah, you probably want to know about this too. I'm going to go in an area of Pokemon Scarlet. Okay, Pokemon Scarlet. I'll do this for you. I'll go in an area of Pokemon Scarlet. I'll show you guys an idea of what the heck is actually going on right now, what's crazy is my brain thought. My brain thought can creep you out. I will creep you out right now with my brain thought, but I have to use my brain thought. You want to hear the creepy thing? Mario and Pokemon. See? I will creep you out right now. Mario and Pokemon. Yes, Mario and Pokemon. That's pretty good, right? That's just pretty good. See, the whole Mario Galaxy talk I had, where I was talking about Mario Galaxy, and then like you get to the end and you're fighting the turtles. Yeah, there's a whole thing behind that. That was that's what's crazy about Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy's kind of having like a comedy, like a little comedy. Like Mario Galaxy has a pretty crazy comedy, and the idea of the comedy. But yeah, when I show the other area in Pokemon Scarlet, you'll feel the Shadow of Colossus stuff also. But they have a little bit of comedy. So the comedy is That's what it is, dude. It's a disturbing little comedy that they got going on, where they're like, "Oh, here's Mario Galaxy. We heard you like fun games. We heard you like Mario Party. We heard you like, like there's like all that stuff. There's that person, in your life who plays board games, you play Goldfish or whatever. But like Mario Galaxy is horrifying because they're like that's kind of like the energy behind it. Like, okay, Mario Galaxy fans, not even Mario Galaxy fans. Okay, Mario fan. Okay, Mario fans, we're gonna make a final level. We're gonna make it pretty difficult. We're gonna make Cloud Mario. See, we're gonna do a lot of things. That level, like where you're moving with the clouds too. I don't like that creeps me out about that is that the layout. Because when I think about the layout of that, Final Fantasy comes into my mind. See what I'm saying? When I think of a layout of a Mario level, and then I'm thinking about Final Fantasy. I'll repeat that. I could repeat that. You could rewind back and just hear that. That's exactly like what is that? That's like, what is that? And we can end on a note on here too. We can end on a note. This area right here. See this area right here? Yeah, there's stuff. There is stuff. Remember, Miyamoto and Numa, what did they say? What did they say about Zelda Breath of the Wild when they came out with Zelda Breath of the Wild? Guess what they said, guys? Because that's why we were pointing to this. You know what they said, right? They said, we like Minecraft. Remember that? They said, we like Minecraft. That's exactly what they said. They said, guys, we like Minecraft. We like the mechanics of Minecraft, Yeah, Breath of the Wild there might even be a revisit to Breath of the Wild, which I do feel a revisit of Breath of the Wild. I feel the revisit of Breath of the Wild versus the revisit of Tears of Kingdom. Because Tears of Kingdom's just kind of like, it's good, but it's kind of like, like Breath of the Wild is just kind of like, okay, well, Breath of the Wild Breath of the Wild has motorcycle, has like Breath of the Wild's pretty crazy. You got the pre-trailer, you know what I'm saying? You got the pre-trailer before they even finished Breath of the Wild, right? You got the Wii U trailer of that other Zelda game, But yeah. Okay, so all this, Pokemon Scarlet is, I tried to explain it to Pokemon fans a long time ago. I tried to say, I was like, they are making a feel. Yes, they are. They are making a feel. They probably are making a feel, just a certain feel. They're making a certain feel. They're trying to get you to see a certain feel, I mean, when you see Pokemon be pro-dominant, that's another thing too. When people see Pokemon be pro-dominant and then it's pro-dominant again, that's kind of the funny feeling behind people, is that they see Pokemon be pro-dominant, then they see Pokemon be pro-dominant again. But doesn't it make sense if you can add Minecraft, okay? So Minecraft, that's the whole thing, When people play Minecraft, they play Minecraft to play Minecraft, right? So that's the thing, dude. That's the thing. If you're going to talk about pro-dominancy, okay, you're going to have to think when you talk about pro-dominancy. I really did like these dogs when they introduced the dogs in Pokemon Scarlet. I did like these dogs. There's a spot in Pokemon Scarlet. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for it to get the idea to tell you about that. And once again, talk about faces, right? But yeah, these dogs. If it was coming from the idea from me, if we were trying to get an idea from me with these faces, this 1, 2, 3 that we got going on here, this face, I could safely say, I really could. I could safely say to you, with all these dogs, They put the little faces on them like that. I could safely say to you, like, that they made it really a good point. They did. They actually did. They made it a good point to put the little face details on them. And that's kind of why, like, you can, get your little pink bird and go kill a bunch of dogs. You know what I'm saying? You can go get your pink bird and murder these dogs. Because, yeah, the face stuff, man, I still want to, like, when it comes to face stuff, this is another preview. You know what I'm saying? This is another preview of faces, okay? This is just a preview, okay? Because for us to actually say faces, okay, to say 100% face, right? For us to get that little flying face and say 100%, we have to have an idea behind it, And we also have to have all the other faces, okay? See, that's what the thing is. We have to have all the other faces. The reason we have all the other faces, that's the pretty thing, guys. If we have all the faces and the faces are together, then we get to see why this is so, why this is so dominant. We get to see it. But we have to have all those. That's why patience does become a thing. Patience becomes a thing because we need those, okay? The Mario stuff, too, we need patience. Of course, we need patience for Mario. Yeah, we need patience for Mario because people be like, because that's the whole thing. The whole thing behind Mario, the reason people love Mario, the reason that people love Mario is that Mario has huge impact to where not even me talking gets across to it, not me even talking. Mario has that cross factor that you're gonna play Mario. You're gonna find some time to go and play Mario, And that's why you have that guy. You have like an actual human, not me, not just me, but you have an actual human going and playing Mario. I could say something to you right now. Let me say something to you, okay? This person, I'm going to say this person, and then we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to go from there. You got Markiplier. You got, I'll name a few, okay? You got Markiplier. You got Nick Avocado. You got, I got to get the right ones, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could maybe say Ninja. You could say Ninja. You got, it's gonna add up really quick, people. It's kind of intimidating. You got a lot of people interested in really good things, You've got Sniper Wolf. You could say with Ninja and Sniper Wolf, you could say that there's a huge interest. So if you're ever like curious about how powerful my message gets, it gets a powerful message because whether they don't like me or if they do like me, if they do like me or they don't like me, if those people don't like me or they do like me, they will still, you know what I'm saying? They will still play Mario. They will still play Splatoon. See, like that, like you're getting into somebody else's bubble. You know what I mean? You're getting into another person's bubble. So you can still get into another person's bubble. That's why it's so powerful, dude. You get into another person's bubble. But like some ordinary gamer. See, I find it kind of cool, though, the example that you get from that, because some ordinary gamer has an interest, in liking Soul Hackers, even possibly has a different reason of telling you why likes the Shin Megami Tensei series, likes Apocalypse, different reason of telling you. And you got to remember, some ordinary gamers' main thing has been on Grand Theft Auto, right? So his whole thing's been on Grand Theft Auto. You got Boogie going back to Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? You got Boogie going back to Pokemon. So everybody to like whatever surface it is, you can feel their surface, That's how you get the George Kittle moments. George Kittle's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. He's not like a guy that's like, like even though he probably has his personal opinions, he's a smart guy. He's a guy that's good enough to know when something's happening, and that's a difference if you know what's happening. Okay. But if you don't know what's happening, then you're just, you're kind of out of it. But think about it this way, guys. I think somebody thinks, but like, think about, there's some things I wish I had, right? Of course, there's some things I wish I had. Me, the person talking, right? Like, I wish I had, right? But there's the idea. There's this idea. Do you see this idea? That's the part that's the hardest part to see. Is maybe it should be seen, maybe it should be seen to somebody like, a little bit, just seen a little bit, just a tiny bit. Because me talking about me does nothing. Me talking about myself and everything, that just does not do anything. But me talking about the people, you know what I'm saying? The people. How about just Joshua Schushma? I can't even say his last name, but Joshua. Let me try and tell you something about why I keep talking about Joshua, because there is a dynamic to Joshua. I want to tell you about the thing about Joshua. Did you hear Joshua's own words? What did he say to you? He said what almost every Yu-Gi-Oh duelist would say to you. He said, I like Yu-Gi-Oh, but guys, take Yu-Gi-Oh as a hobby. That's what Joshua said. He said, take it as a hobby. And he's exactly right with that. He really is. He's right with that. I was watching the new Yu-Gi-Oh content. I was watching the duels, right? Lucky. I super lucky tail. But lucky, very lucky. The guy he was able to draw. He was able to continue the rounds. Because his hand had enough cards for him to continue the round, So he had to break, and that's the crazy thing. So the thing that it's not too even boring to a person, but that's like the work effort that you should see when it comes to a Yu-Gi-Oh or a Splatoon player or a Yu-Gi-Oh player. You should see a little bit of the work because you have to see the work effort. You really do have to see the work effort. So you saw Fire King versus Chimera. Okay, you saw both of them face each other. But do you want to see a rematch between those? Yes, you do. Me and my friend, we were sick at Yu-Gi-Oh! One time, we kept on rematching each other just to see if we were doing anything wrong. We really did. We kept on rematching each other. We kept on saying, okay, let's try and do another 3 rounds. Let's try and do another 3 rounds just to see if we're not doing anything right. And that was a really good idea by us, just to sit down there and see what was going on. But yeah, so the Chimera and Fire Kings player, the both of them, they spent a lot of money too, guys. They spent money on those cards too. And but we only got to see 1 3 round of Chimera. And I thought the things that Chimera was able to do was pretty solid. Yeah, that was pretty solid. That was able to have just a lot of things that it could do. It's crazy, isn't it? Fire King was able to counteract because, Chimera was basically, there was an idea behind the Chimera to counter the Fire King. You go into a tournament, you're expecting a Fire King player. So you're expecting a player to be playing Fire Kings because of the OCG stuff. So that's how you go into a tournament. That's why competitive Yu-Gi-Oh is actually really hard. You have to go in and expect to yourself, well, this person's probably going to be here. So when they go and they sit down in the table and they go and they do it, have you seen a bunch of sports athletes how they wear rings? Well, guess who wears rings a lot? Us Yu-Gi-Oh players. Yu-Gi-Oh players wear rings. They wear rings. So yes, NFL people that go out and work and do their football thing, they wear rings also. A lot of people that wear rings are like they're like brain and worker people, like workers brain, working your brain kind of thing. I want to tell you something surprising about me too, because this is actually a detail worth of listening to me. I don't wear rings. You'll notice I'll wear gloves. You will still notice I'll wear gloves, but I do not wear rings. Okay, but these people do wear rings. Okay. So there is this two side. It's like a yin yang sign. See, two yin yang sign. I don't wear rings. There is a pressure. There's a pressure of them hoping me not getting into Yu-Gi-Oh. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a pressure because they're wearing rings and I'm not wearing rings. So there is a little bit of a pressure that races. That's just like an example of that races in people's heads, I've adapted to Splatoon though, so that's the thing. I've adapted to Splatoon. I figured out how to play Splatoon. I figured out how to play Shadow of Colossus. I figured out how to play Minecraft. I've figured out a different balance, I'm getting okay at Fortnite. Yeah. Yes, guys. I am getting okay at Fortnite. I got top 7, I got a top 1, and I got a top 7. But Fortnite, for me to take Fortnite serious would be really hard because, I know if I was playing Fortnite, I'd have to play the touch screen maybe, or I'd have to I think from what I've heard from somebody, that's the best way to play it is to play it through the pad because you get the touch screen. The motion controls, they might have fixed the motion controls. I don't know if they fixed the motion controls. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I have not checked that. This is what's creepy. Isn't this creepy, dude? Yeah, this is a little creepy. It's a little creepy. There's been a thought process. There's been a great thought process, and the thought process has been there. So you have people that you know and you view. See, that's what I'm saying. You have people you know and you view. These are people that you actually know and view. Do you get what I'm saying? These are people that you know and you look at or you see. And that's the bubble I'm in. I'm in this bubble to where you're seeing me alongside them. That's the bubble. There it is. The frustrating Splatoon moments, that's enough for anybody, dude. If you see any of the other Splatoon community people, you should see them sometime. Just, you take time to see them. That would make you understand behind me. Just a little bit behind me because, I never liked, I don't have a fair opinion on anybody, but I never liked the idea of quitting. I never liked the idea of quitting in Splatoon. You know what I mean? I never liked the idea of it. I'll tell you why I never liked it. Because that guy that you pay attention to, Snorth, the females that you pay attention to in Splatoon, I've beaten them all. So that's another scary thing. Those people, I've beaten them, and I love beating them. Do you know I love beating them? Because you see a female squatting. Have you seen her? She's squatting with another person, another pro player. They don't get it. They don't get it. I don't care if you double team me or what. It's the fact that you have to double team me. It's the fact that you gotta go and find me. You pieces of crap. You gotta find me, whether you like it or not. You have to go to my plots. Oh, I love the round too when my teammates that they're smart enough to understand what's actually going on. So when you're chasing me, that is the funny part. When you guys are chasing me, because you have to go and chase me. I'm the catalyst. You have to get. Do you know what I'm saying? I have Splatoon matches of people actually going and chasing me. So I'm the catalyst, but I like it when my teammates are able to pick up. If my teammates can pick up, we get an easy win. But they have to pick up because that's what they're doing. They're all going after me. So you guys have to do a pickup. Every time a round of Splatoon starts, and if you watch a round of Splatoon, you will see how creepy it is. It's creepy because as soon as the round starts, they're like, we got to get him. You know, that's the thing. As soon as the round of Splatoon begins, they're like, we gotta go find him. We gotta go find him. Whatever he's doing, wherever he's going, we have to find him. They'll waste their finishers on me too. You know, they'll waste away their finishers, even if because that will lead them to losing the round. But they will literally take their finisher, and you can get punished. You can get punished if you waste your finisher really heavily, because then you get pinned in your base. So now you're in your base and you can't get out of your base. And that's, like you hear all the horror stories of any online shooter game when people says they're being camped or something. Well, you can get camped really quick in Splatoon. that is like because that's me being too intelligent. You know what I'm saying? That's me too intelligent. That's they really do, dude. They take the map and they put percentages on the map, all the online maps. So before we begin, as a competitive Splatoon player, before I begin the match, I really do that. I put like a percentage. I put the speed, and I see what kind of speed I can use just to get one over you. I find what kind of speed I need to do, what kind of movement I need to do, just so I can get to you. And I find different ways. So they're always finding different ways. But that's the thing. They're also that's why you get the squads of the 2 pro players chasing after me. Because what they're trying to do is have 2 pro players